Hera, the queen of gods, wife of Zeus, had heard about all of his transgressions with other young women and was intent to catch him in the act. There was a quarry, a granite quarry that filled with water, and during the summer, young people would go there and intermingle, swim in the water, venture off into the woods for intimate relationships. And Zeus was known to frequent this area. He was known to partake. He was older than most of the people there, but you know, he was well built, he was handsome, he was virile, so he was welcomed and he enjoyed himself there. And so it was that on this particular day, Hera was on her way, straight into the forest, onto the pool itself. And on the way, she just happened to run into a very beautiful and very friendly young nymph named Echo. Hera! What a pleasant surprise seeing you here. Are you going swimming? It's such a beautiful day. Beautiful. Talk about beautiful. Hera just stood there, mouth agape, wondering why this woman was going on and on. So beautiful. Did you see the awards last night? Why, I couldn't believe some of the gowns there. They were just shimmering like gold. Why, what about Charlize Theron? Did you see how she had her hair cut short and dyed? Why, yeah, you could do that, Hera. I can't. My neck is too skinny. I would look very, very strange that way. Well, what do you... Hera said, Echo, could you just please shut up? Oh, whatever. And Hera rushed on her way. She rushed down to the pool, casting about, looking for Zeus, but saw him nowhere, not in the water, not on the rocks. She started searching through the woods, and she could not find him. He'd escaped. On her way back, she happened to encounter Echo again. Echo, you delayed me in my quest to find my husband. And I think that you are part of a plot. And so, from now on, whenever you speak, you can only repeat the last words of the person who spoke. Who spoke? And from then on, Echo realized that she could not express herself. She could only repeat the last words of the person who she heard. She resigned herself to her fate. She traveled about the forest, enjoying the natural beauty, until one day she saw a youth, a beautiful young man named Narcissus. Now, Narcissus was handsome, but he was also very vain and selfish. He sought the love of no person. He loved only himself. He was infatuated with his own person. And there he was, walking through the forest. He had a digital camera with a selfie stick, which he held up and took pictures of himself. And then he would look at the images. As he was thumbing through the images, he looked up and he goes, "How beautiful I am." Echo, who had been following him, echoed what he said, "I am." Narcissus looks about him. What? Who? Oh, I love you, he said as he looked at his other picture. And sure enough, Echo felt that he was expressing his love for her. And so she rushed up to Narcissus, threw her arms around him, and attempted to kiss him. Narcissus was repulsed by her actions. He pushed her away. Go away, away, she repeated. And off she went. And for the rest of her days, she traveled about until there was no Echo anymore, only her voice echoing the words of others. And you've probably heard her in a forest, in a canyon. And now Narcissus, later on, some months later, he came back to that same forest, to that same quarry pool. And as he was walking along with his selfie stick, taking more pictures of himself, he came up to the edge, the cliff above that pool. And he was adjusting himself and the selfie stick so he could get the perfect shot of his beautiful face and the pool below, when he stepped just a little bit too far back. And he slipped and he fell to his death on the rocks below. And where his blood seeped out onto the ground, there sprouted a flower. This one was white with a golden center, and it was called a narcissus. Now there are many colored narcissus, or narcissi, narcissus of all shades, whether they are wild or cultivated. And a person who is entranced with his own self-love is thought of as being narcissistic. And that's a story of Echo and Narcissus.